Welcome to the Zed Magic YouTube. You can check out other YouTube videos always on the here. Full leagues with the timestamps in the comments. Also, you can check out my live stream at twitch.tv/zedmagic. We are recording this live on my live stream here on Twitch. Live on Twitch, recorded on YouTube. Thanks so much for tuning in for this modern 5-0 deck list. We got this sweet Dreadhorde Arcanist. That's right, you're on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. We got some Dreadhorde Arcanist action, similar to some Dreadhorde Arcanist action we had a few days ago. This one is a little cooler and a little more all-in. Instead of a value deck with like the black-red one I played a few days ago, this is a red-green prowess-based strategy, and let's get to it. Jund list. So if you ever want a list of mine, you can always go to Stream Decker. And you can go to my decks. You can click on my name and you can click on decks. You know, but here's the 6th gen deck. I'm sure it did, Max. I didn't ever get those lucky cascades. You're on mobile. Well, there you go. Or Ty. I got you, bud. The Jund deck that I showed before looked bonkers good. How did it play? I almost 5-0'd with a GD Hall. Like the grindy version. It was really sweet. The video's going up tomorrow night, GD. You're a Dreadhorde Arcanist enthusiast. Yeah, that card's really cool. Well, this art is awesome. One land is yikes, but I'm gonna keep it. Easy. Yo, Red Army Fraction. Thanks so much. Almost like Faction, but close. And Top Deck Tech. Thanks so much for the follows, everybody. Cool ghastly chrome skin. Isn't it awesome, Zamboni Thug? I like it a lot. Have a good one, Rozzy. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you another day. The gem list has no Arcanists? Oh, no, the gem list doesn't have Arcanists. The other list that I had Arcanists. That was a red-black deck splashing for Crashing Footfalls and Ancestral Recall, or Ancestral Visions. But it would just cast those off of Finale and Electro Dominance and the Arcanist. Alright, well, they took my Reckless charge. We're not getting reckless. We're going to be very calculated. I mean, we're playing into a Reflector Mage, but what are you going to do sometimes, you know? We're not getting reckless anymore because my opponent was so rude. We're very calculated now. Freebooter is forcing the calculations. I know, I like being reckless as well, Mercurio. It's a nice way to live. For those of you that were here last night, I was talking about going to a food truck tonight, and I missed it. I wasn't able to go to the food trucks today. It was a food truck festival, and I was really excited for it, with like music and a whole bunch of stuff going on. And unfortunately, it was actually yesterday and the day before. And I only found out when I showed up. What a catastrophe? Yeah, I agree. It was really sad, honestly. Abbott Carol Keep is like no joke. No slouch. You forget what day it is? No, I was going with my mom and my brother, and She messed up the day. It's her fault. 1, 2, 3. Not enough for her to become immense. Yo, Quintitus and GD, thanks so much for the follows. Really appreciate it. I think we'll attack for 6 here. Take a look here. Kite still free bootsy. No. Kitesail freebooter here, huh? They just don't want us to have fun. We're just trying to have fun over here. My opponent's being so rude. I'm just trying to have a good time, you know? Is there something that gives trample? I guess Dreadhorde Arcanist just has trample, right? They took Blossoming Defense? Oh, I guess they have a Reflector Mage. Yeah. It's a pretty solid tell that they have it, but Parole, I agree. It's a pretty good name, Parole. Are you the police of magic? Wait, no, that wouldn't work. It would be the opposite. Reflector Mage? Deputy. Okay. Similar. Humans is no fun. They're just stopping everything that's going on here. How rude. I just want to attack with my prowessy individuals. They're not allowing me. They're just beating me down too. They're big bullies. This is the bully human squad. It's like how much chat bullies me, which is also a rude amount. We have gut shots. I was conceding because we didn't have a win. We were just dead. A million ways. We could have attacked and forced like some weird block, but then we were dead. Spellsky's interesting. It's not even that interactive. Like, they don't have that many ways to interact. This isn't great. This isn't good. This isn't good. Dragon's Claw gains a lot of life, though. Gut shot is amazing here. And then we're going to cut something. They have a lot of blockers, unfortunately. And we only have one thing that actually has prowess. Or, I mean, trample. Are there ways to give trample in red-green that we're not playing that are, like, cheap? Isn't there that one red cantrip that gives you trample? I guess it's bad with Arcanist, but it's good with the rest of them. What's the one I'm thinking of? It was played in a standard combo deck. It was played with, like, standard Pummeler. Wasn't that one red that would give it trample? Well, Gore Clan's not really an instant, which you don't really want to play, GD. You want to be playing spells that trigger your Abbot, your Monastery Swift Spear, your Soulscar Mage. Crash Through is a sorcery. What was the... I guess Crash Through would work. Crash Through would be pretty solid in this deck. The problem is it doesn't give any, like, actual buff. It's just, like a cantrip. So I guess it's just kind of weak for Modern. What was the one that was played with Pummeler? Oh, it was Wild Size that was Wild Size the one with Pummeler? I can't remember for the life of me. Salt Probe, I mean, this scale up's not going to be great either, though. But we'll do that. Rancor would be cool. Yeah, actually, Rancor would be really good for this deck. Larger than life. That was it. That's a sorcery. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. We just need a creature here. Yeah, larger than life would actually be... I guess it's 2 green. It's 2 mana, though. For only +4+... It doesn't need to be a cantrip. Oh, Invigorated Rampage? That's not cheap enough, though. Yeah, neither of those are actually cheap enough, which is a big problem. Stomping Ground? No. Yeah, I meant just like a combat trick. Not a cantrip. I misspoke. Built to Smash was the Pummeler one in red. Oh, but it had to be an artifact, right? To give it to Trample. So that wouldn't work. I figured this hand was decent because I had a Gut Shot that interacts with their board, and we have Bobble plus the fetch land to look. Is Team or Battle Rage already in the list? No, actually it isn't, Librat. Yeah, Motobug always strikes. Rutro. Rutro Raggy! That's a good username. Rushel General is a cheap trample card in red. Oh, it's getting spammed. I don't know what that card is, though. Yeah, that seems pretty reasonable. Could have mulliganed towards a creature, but I think that gut shots are really important against humans, so I figured with Mistress Bauble and a fetch land, we were like, has some chance to draw a creature. And they don't have that much removal, so if we draw a creature, it's like, it's killing my opponents, so that's cool. How does Scale Up stack with Monastery Swiftspear? Does it actually make a 7/5? I have no idea. Well, we have everything now. Except the creature. Yeah, it makes the base 6/4, right? So all prowess is applied after. Even though the prowess is done before the scale up, the prowess still stacks on top of the 6/4. That's what I thought. Yeah, it's just, that's how the layers work. Yeah, okay. Is Abbott better than Kiln Fiend? That's a good question, not Elite. I think the extra card is really important. I think this deck lacks cards more so than it lacks killing. Like, look at our hand. We can kill. We're lacking cards, right? So if we draw an Abbott, it's like actually insane. Yeah, Abbott's a good top deck, while Kiln Fiend is not. And I think you already have enough creatures that are really good with spells. And Kiln Fiend is really good if you're playing trample effects, like and this deck isn't really playing trample effects, so classic all-in, no creature hand. Well, I mean, I kept a hand that was 2 lands. Was my hand 2 lands, bobble, double gutshot, double trick? Which I thought was a reasonable keep. Like, we had bobble to look, and the fetch land to reset. And then we had 2 gutshots to disrupt my opponent, and we got rid of 2 Thalias, so... We could literally just kill here, right? We just need to draw. Ah, see, perfect. Easy. Good stuff. Yeah, this is a really cool Abbot. I have never seen this one before today, and it's amazing. I play this over Infect or Kiln Fiend deck because it's a cool 5-0 list. I think people ask why play this over X way too often in Magic. I'm playing this deck because it's cool and it's fun and it's interesting. And because I'm not playing for competition. Like, that's the same as asking, like, why play... I don't know. You could literally ask, why eat chicken instead of beef, you know? Yeah, beef is probably better. Beef is usually tastier. But I just feel like chicken right now. I'm in a chicken type of mood. You can cast Mutagenic Growth to lose 2 life? Yeah, that's pretty cool combo, isn't it? Oh, protection from red, eh? With no trample effects in the deck. Ah. Warrior Champion seems a little rough. We found a card we can't beat. If we find a bolt, we can kill Manus Rider, right? What is this? Well, they tapped the wrong one. They tapped the wrong one. Let's reroll. 0-1. It's all right. Sometimes cool decks aren't just bad. They're not. These aren't like insanely powerful cards. So we could have mulliganed that hand to actually have a threat in our opener, but I thought that double interaction bobble fetch was really good, and we had 4, 8, 12, 15 creatures to draw towards. I guess 15 is not that many. 15's a decent number though. Oh, this hand's great. Well, we have mismatching Abbots. Solid mana traders. This hand looks good. Can they chump block? Just kidding. We don't give them the option. There's a MTGO promo, which looks really cool, that we had last game, Samba. But it has only 1 paper printing. That's correct. They don't have a blocker ready to kill him. Oh, let's go. Right? Hey, my opponent's dead. This looks so weird. Wait, does this deck have turn 2 potential? I guess it does, doesn't it? You can go turn one prowess creature into scale up assault strobe mutagenic growth or something. Hey, you're dead, by the way. Did you enjoy your 2 turns? They're playing, they played a tapped green-white land. Probably playing Devoted Company? Is that our guess? Devoted Company? Hey, Lab Rat, how you doing, bud? I don't really have anything for Devoted Company, so we just gotta kill him. I guess Gutshot's good against all the dorky dorks. Yeah, Reckless Start is really good with Dreadhorde. Vizier's a 2-1 as well. Yeah, but the problem is they usually play Vizier second, Demagog, and they just have infinite mana in response. So it's not super relevant, you know? Usually the other one's the first one to come down. But yeah, it still does kill Vizier. A cool interaction against green-white that I've seen lately is Narset actually stops Tireless Tracker, which was really cool a few nights ago. What do we take out? This deck is very tight. I guess Blossoming Fence isn't great. They have paths to interact, but they don't have a ton of interaction. They have like 4 paths, and that's about it. We don't have that many lands. This could go poorly. We do have a Bolt, which is nice. Or there's Nobile. I want to strand them with 1 land if I can here. Did not work. Oh. Nice. That's the best non-land I could draw there. That's a lot of damage. Just gain 4? Yeah. Three-mana lone missionary? Exactly. No blocks. I didn't expect that. Abbott into Reckless Charge would be pretty good, too. That'd be enough damage to actually just kill. And then we can, like, get the gut shot back to kill the Night Autumn here. Ooh, land. Perfect. Oh, no, I should have played the Abbott first. Punished. Not punished. Don't want that. Not a silly Soulscar Mage. Do we have lethal here? I actually don't know. I think so? They have a path. Okay. I think we would have had lethal. They could block this one. They didn't block. 8, 12, 16. Eight, 10, 12, 14, 16. They're bolt away. Yeah, sure. What are they waiting for? What are they waiting to block? Opponent's at 3. All right. They can still combo here. Nice. Reckless Charge is kind of good. All right. Do they have infinite mana plus a payoff? All right. There's infinite mana. Do you have the payoff? Reckless Charge me, daddy. Oh, they have the old combo. This is Haunting for Your Dream. Man, we were so close that game. They just didn't block. My opponent just didn't respect. I mean, I died, but we were super close to stabilizing, or we're just winning. That one path. Fine. Hand's not good. It's not bad though. Abbott's fine. I hate to mulligan with this deck. Doesn't mulligan particularly well. The first Abbott's gonna be no value. The second's gonna be some value. It's really explosive draws though, so maybe I'll punish for that. We could hit a gut shot. That'd be the best hit here. Oh yeah. Nope. Worst hit actually. I want that card. I should have played a mountain, I guess, in case I draw a green card off of this second Abbott. Perhaps. Double root. Give her runes. Nice. Okay. Now we get to Monastery Switzer, Monastery Swiss Spear. If we draw a spell, we're in, like, that's a lot of damage. A spell equals a lot of damage here, right? Like, a ton? I mean, Give Her Runes will both be able to give protection from reds. They'll be able to double block. 2 of them. Okay, that's nice. It's a spell. Two. This is 5. This is 4. That's 9. Plus 3 is 12. Not enough. No, they don't kill those, which is nice. And then we can deal 6 damage here. Go down to a... Oh, they have collected company? Yeah. Nope. Ooh, Bajuka Bog. Nice. They don't have anything here. Overload? I don't know. That's worth it. I think this is just worth casting, right? Well, I got shot a Hierarch over one of the Givers. Givers have 2 toughness, add 1. So it wouldn't actually kill. Unlike Mom, Stepmom actually is a 1/2, but it has the disadvantage where it can't target itself. Yeah. 3, 5, 7. Do we go for it? Just slam. He also has the disadvantage of being a core over what? What is actual Mom? Human? They get combo next turn. Do I just like slam here? Yeah, make him have it. I was like, do I play patient here? I don't think so. I have lethal, but I don't have lethal through a path. So I was thinking about waiting and playing through a path or just going for lethal to Rod. And I don't think it's just like a, oh man, you have lethal, just go for it. You're going to lose next turn. Like, I wasn't necessarily going to lose next turn, and I wasn't losing any of my pressure on the board. And I was going to put my opponent down to 4, so they were just on lethal crackback without interaction. Yeah, but the thing is, like, am I putting myself in a worse position by just slamming? And I missed out on 5 points of damage, and then I'm in a worse spot if they do have the path. If they have the path, I can always react and then use it as a reactive spell to then keep the board up. So... make sure it's not a human. Yeah, exactly. They gotta make sure it's not a human. So I think that's the big thing, Tarad. Hey, what's up, Nightjay? Nice to see you, buddy. Long time no see. We'll keep this one. We need a second. We need a second land. Which will we gonna find? Just wait for MTG bot. He'll get it for you. The Rising of... yeah, there you go. Opt, huh? Scale up is really bad in multiples, and we drew 3 of them. Oh, blue-white seems like a terrible matchup. They just have infinite counters. I don't think we can ever beat blue-white. Nah, I think I had to slam. It's not getting better. Like, they could path here, but it's not getting better. Like, I could wait for a third land. My odds to draw a third land are very, very low in this deck with the percentages. And we have to make it so that, like, haste threats, like, or we have to make it so Abyss and stuff like that are better. It's not necessarily getting better. And, like, right there, the only counterspell that gets me there is Electric Knock for 1. So we have to kind of force the logic font for one. Alright, nice though. I don't really care about drawing cards, so I'm just gonna slam in. Did I kill? They're dead. Oh, they're not dead. Close. They were dead if they didn't have the force of negation. That's insane. We almost killed them. They were really close to just dead there. Can I kill my opponent now? Not anymore. I could have, yes. With the scale up, so we could go on scale up, mutagenic, become immense, which would be 18 plus 2, which would be 20 damage. Plus 1. Actually, it's 21 damage. We could have hit Narset. Jace? Are they gonna slam Jace here? They are. That's ambitious. That's a really ambitious play. Do they have another one? Take 18. Take 18, by the way. Hey, bud. Bye-bye. They had Cryptic. Yeah, I don't know why they went for it. They just had Cryptic. Ah, this will be fine. They didn't leave up a mana for anything. What? What a great deck. This is awesome. Like, obviously it's kind of straightforward and it's rough sometimes, but this deck is fun. 8 out of 8 would recommend. I don't know why 8 out of 8 is my new thing. This is a 2019 approved deck for sure. Five out of 7 full score. I don't know what the 8 out of 8 thing. Oh, it came from like a copy pasta 8 thing that Jen put in chat earlier. Yeah, we have a very few mana lands. I like how it doesn't have 4 Wooded Foothills. It actually has 4 Scalding Tarns and 2 Wooded Foothills. It's perfect mana base, by the way. Good 5-0 deck list. Doesn't have 4 Wooded Foothills. We don't actually have forests, so it doesn't really matter, right? Also, full 4 Stomping Ground, because we want to shock all the time. Weird mana base, but someone 5-0'd with it. Props to them. I think Assault Strobe isn't that great, but it also just kills the opponent, right? So, what's the worst card? Scale Up? No, that's a lot of damage. Probably Assault Strobe. Abbott's a draw engine. There's a lot of 1s and 0s, and like afterboard. So you just hit a mutagenic growth, or you hit a lot of 1s. Like, works well. It's just another prowess threat. It's another threat that also draws, I think, is the idea of the deck creator. This was a 5-0 deck list. I think you cut 2 Stomping Grounds for more fetches, yeah. I played that deck last night, Torad, and I almost 5-0'd with it. I went 4-1 and I lost to Phoenix in the last match. I'm gonna trim a I'm gonna cut 2 strobe the thing. Yeah, I'm gonna trim a strobe and trim a scale up. All right, sounds good, Nightjay. Yeah, but that deck was sweet, Torad. It's gonna go up on my YouTube tomorrow night! Exclamation YouTube. This is the reason you play Abbott. Well, I mean, the first Abbott's not going to be very good. Oh, there we go. Scalding Tarn plus Phoenix, I guess, since you don't have Forest. I mean, I guess so, Taylor Pratt. Do I like this version more than the Crashing Footballs version? No. The Ancestral Vision's Crashing Footballs versions was able to grind out games and an insane amount of the time, and Dark Confidant in the Black-Red version was so good. That was the best Dread Arcanist deck I've played in Modern. Man, my opponent trying to interact with my board. It's really aggressive. I'm into Mistress Bauble for the max greed. Yeah, Tailing. That would be. It's so cool that you can hit Mistress Bauble. Well, it just worked out, you know? I want to be able to scale up, but if we hit a land, we get punished. But, like, I don't really need past 3 lands anyway. Oh, wait, can we kill? Do we have a lethal? 6, 8. Oh, but we just have lethal. 6, 8, 11. Okay, opponent's dead. Yeah, GG. I mean, they could have Pact or Force. They don't. Okay. No, it's actually 22 because the prowess from the 3rd spell. It's 22 damage on turn 3. We just played a threat on turn 2. They tried to D-Sphere. Honest magic. What are you trying to do over there, D-Sphere? I thought blue-white would be a bad matchup. What do I know? That was so easy. My opponent just let me deal 20 every time. I dealt over 20 damage with 2 attacks that match. Well, 2-1. It's kind of like an Infect deck. Yeah, it is kind of like an Infect deck that just has Dreadhorde Arcanist. It's kind of like a worse Infect deck. It's a Prowess deck. It's cool. Prowess is neat. It's a cool mechanic. Could save this, but we need to land. Wastes? What? We're playing against Eldrazi-tron? Monk S. Also, we only have 17 lands, so this keep is kind of sketchy. Whoa. Okay. They have wastes? Okay. Didn't expect that one. Can't say I expected that one a little bit. Thalia was really good against me. Game 1 on turn 1. Nice Simian Spirit Guide Shepherd Dunes. It's black, white, Eldrazi, Decathlon Taxes with Simeon's Spirit Guide. Yeah, I think it's just white Eldrazi Taxes. I think it's white Eldrazi Taxes with Simeon's Spirit Guide. JB Frick. I don't think you play a fourth color. Well, I mean, I know that Simeon's Spirit Guide is not a fourth color, but if we spell here, it's the only thing we can do this turn. Hey, Stella's the Skeleton. Thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. I think they know how good this is against me. I guess we just slam. Yo, loading. Thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate it. This plays into Path, but like, are they playing a Path Thalia deck? Probably. People are crazy. So if we draw a land, we can go Reckless Charge plus Scale up next turn. Land draw is really good. Ooh, Thalia. Jeez. Opponent's really hating on me. Can they beat Scale Up, though? Probably not. It's a lot of first strike, though. Nice. I think my opponent's dead. Because they're getting double block, and then I just blossoming. Blossoming Defense will make it. I can't use Reckless Charge, but Blossoming Defense will make it an 8. We'll make it an 8/6. This is a smart block. We also drew a basic, which is insane, but. They recognize how good Thalia is. Unfortunately, they're still just like their Thalia is now dead, and they're at 2. As good of a start that and how good their cards are against me, they still lost because we just drew a land into basic mountain. Get these. Jeez. I feel like we're stealing way too many games. Maybe I didn't give this deck credit. This deck is cool, and like I don't think I gave it as much credit as I should have. It's actually powerful. I say that like I'm super surprised. I am super surprised. This card has been really good. Also, the art is amazing on that old one. I want gut shots for Thalia. It's really important. Blossoming Defense isn't as good. Usually against like the white decks. They have some interaction though. Mistress Bubble's probably not great against the Thalia deck. Probably could have cut that. The Mistress Bubble's super important because it's like one of our only ways to cantrip, so I think it makes it so that we can actually play the 17 lands. I do want that. So we can go double to become immense. All right. Don't think that was worth the Simian Spirit Guide, but... I could stop Dreadhorde Arcanist, that's all. That's true. Is this deck really cheap? It doesn't necessarily even need to have the fetches. The fetches are really helpful for Become Immense. You can play any red fetch, Tarad. But yeah, I guess it is. I guess it does need the fetches, actually. We could have used the Mistress Bauble a little later, but I want to draw here. Yeah, this deck is like almost next to nothing with the lands, huh? Seems like a cool budget deck to have for FNM. Displacer? Yeah. Oh, Worship, yeah. That is terrifying. I'm still streaming, Max. Yeah, I got rated by Caleb. I was gonna finish with my second league, but I got rated by Caleb D, and I was like, I'll stay on. I usually only do like 2 leagues per night, and I also have like a lot of things I need to get done. But I'm neglecting all of my duties. Yo, Taylor Pratt, thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate it. You left because I said it was my last game? Well, I pretended like it was my last game too, Max. I convinced myself that it was my last game. That just wasn't true, though. And Worship is scary. So is Displacer. I think we're losing this game. Rest in Peace is a part of the reason, but only part. Definitely comes up with this Become Immense. They're just gonna bounce one of my duders whenever when I trigger on to with scale up. What? This is an aggressive attack. I love it. I debated you real hard, Max. Welcome back. Debated. You got debated. You got debated. How the Jun League go? Oh, a solid 1-4. Just like how it should. I got crushed match 1. I don't think you're here for match 1, telling. I'm actually losing this game. Feels bad. It turns off Arcanist too. I guess Leyline is good against this deck too. Yeah, I guess so, Torad. Alright, sounds good, Max. Have a good one, buddy. Yeah, I guess it actually is good. I didn't recognize how good it was. It turns off Dreadhorde and like Become Immense, so. T. T's for terrifying. Turns off 7 cards, it says the lineup right. Yeah. Lined up well here. Is my opponent dead? If they had attacked, yeah. Are they still dead? I don't know. Math is for blockers. That's 6 mana, unfortunately. Telling. If there wasn't a Rest in Peace, they would be very dead. So Rest in Peace is actually very good against me. They had to block the 3 here. then goes to 1. And then but then they have the worship to stabilize, so. Oh, but can't use Sunbaked. That's true. They can't worship. They have to have another Reality Smasher. Has another Reality Smasher. Okay. Nice, perfect lineup. You're true. They can't use the Canyon. But they can just win with a second Reality Smasher. Their hand was literally perfect. They could not have fixed a better hand. That was the hand that beat me. Turn 1, rest in peace. Into turn 2 Displacer. Yeah, they ripped the temple. Yep. That was a really good sequence. Hey, sometimes you lose. I think it has 4 lands, but we have so few lands on our decks, it's very unlikely we'll draw more. Dahlia. Chalice on 1. That's really good. I don't believe so, no. Usually Overload is only from hand. Man, I guess I should have brought in... I didn't think about that. I guess I should have brought in, whatchamacallit, Ancient Grudge. Overload must mate in our future. It still costs 1, J-Frick. So it still gets countered. Even though it's Overload for 6, that doesn't make the CMC 6. Still counters it. Does not work favorably. Still triggers prowess, but I don't think it's important to do this turn. I think we want to make sure this attacks through things, like the Displacer. Aw, man. Yes, Overload is weird. Right? Or maybe I'm mistaken. Does Overload actually change the CMC? I don't think it does change the CMC. I could be wrong. The deck is really designed to beat my deck. Not even mad. It's impressive. It's the only deck they ever want to beat. They don't want to lose that. They don't ever. Yeah, that's what I thought, Spazzy. Unless it's an X spell, then it changes on the stack. Opponent's deck is also fine against Hojack? Oh yeah, I agree. I'm not saying my opponent's deck is only good against mine. I'm just saying my opponent's deck, it beats mine. A lot of the threats against Hojack line up well here. You turn off Ancient Grudge, too. Not like we even decided it in. How's it going, Spazzy? Nice to see you, bud. Still smacking in here. What do we even have as outs? Mistress Bauble triggers and draws another card. Become Immense is the big one. Or it's whatever the CMC is. Like if it's X red or whatever. If it's X red, then it would be 2. Yeah, I don't think so with the Thalia now. Been moving a week? Oh, nice. Jeez. Nice cavern interaction, huh? Oh, yeah, right. Chalice checks. I don't know. No, I don't think that's true, Taylor. That's not what we've been missing most of our matches that we've been losing, Taylor. Like, so Assault is actually just better. Like, a 1-mana trigger is so much better. We've been winning a lot of games by just going Assault with the 6/4 thing. Like, we don't have enough mana a lot of the time. We're playing 17 lands. Like, that's very few. Strobe has just been every time we've had Strobe, we've never wanted to become immense. Like the trample has been less relevant than just like the Strobe killing them on turn 3 or 2. Like mostly 3. 2 is potential, but like 3, we've had a lot of turn 3 kills. Trample seems important sometimes. Oh yeah, but like I think it's less relevant than the double strike just kill you. It also, you can Assault Strobe 2 things super easily with a Dreadhorde. Like it works. I mean, it works well really with scale up, but I'm dead. I literally can't beat this. No. Very disappointing. We got very hated on. That exact sequence last game was so tight. Yeah, we already had Arcanist already has trample. Yeah, the double luck is good. Two. Let's see if we can get a 3/2 here. That was rough. We were really close to winning that previous game, even through like a rest in peace and other stuff. Yeah, a Chalice for 1 destroys this deck. Which is why I should have brought in Ancient Grudge, but I forgot they were a Chalice deck as well. I forgot they were a Chalice Rest in Peace, Worship, Eldrazi, Taxing deck. I forgot that their entire means of gameplay is misery. I only have 17 lands, and I'm on the play. This is not keepable. Yeah, Ferocious is actually hard to get. So it's actually hard to trigger the TBR, Ferocious part. I'm not going to do this strobe. I want the extra damage here. Bolt would be punishing. Abbott, nice. Oh, we could keep the Reckless Charge for the Abbott. That's probably worth it, actually. I think it was worth keeping it for the Abbott. It's kind of loose. We have to shuffle away the Abbott, unfortunately. Feels bad, man. But we can't let them have my juicy creature. Maybe we wanted to play the Stomping Ground instead. Yeah, possibly. So then we didn't have to fetch away in case they did something. I was thinking that we just drew on their upkeep anyway, though. But I didn't think they were gonna path that, on our attack. So that's true though. 3, 2, 2 is 7. Plus another 1 is 8. That's not enough. I like holding the charge. I like it just attacking for 1 there. Or 2. I think attacking for 2 there is actually just completely fine. And then we just put the Wooded Foothills into play, attack, and then if they try to path, we Blossoming Defense, and then we can draw the Abbot. I like it a lot. The Blast Stone's really good. It's my 1 drop. Oh, they're dead. Oh, I should have done that after blocks. Whoops. I'm tired. I'm playing loose. Supposed to do it after blocks to see if they had Snapcaster here. I'm playing tired and loose. Game is very winnable. Still. Even with our mistakes. Yes, so nicely. Yeah, very rude. Jace, yeah. Jace bounce. Solid. That's exactly what I want to do with my Jace every time. Alright, we're 1 point away from killing the opponent. They could just bounce again, though. It's not the first Jace that's bounced a Soulscar Mage or a creature this league. Last time we killed them right away when they tried it. Blaststone is good, yeah. They can activate Blaststone. They're not. They're using their Jace here. Blaststone does kill our Soulscar Mage. Notable. I mean, they don't want to blow it yet. They don't have to. Yeah, Narset makes the bounce better too. They don't really need to brainstorm though. Here, they're just doing fine. They're so far ahead. I'm gonna concede very soon. Where's our Dryad Arbor? I think Dryad Arbor you can't play with 17 lands in your deck. Oh. They found Fact or Fiction. I'm conceding. The card is too good. So like we did before, Salt Strobe and the scale up. Losing some explosiveness, but having some durability. We messed up. We're playing the Reckless Rage there. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight, everybody. Really appreciate it. Forgot the Kappa about the Arbor? Yeah. I really appreciate everybody tuning in. I hope everyone had a fantastic time with this deck. This deck was cool. Definitely could have gotten a 3-2. We still can get a 3-2, but there was definitely some very winnable games. This deck actually has play to it, which is crazy. A lot more play than I was even expecting it to have. What's cool with Spellskite, because we have so many pump spells, we actually can kill our opponent with Spellskite, in addition to using it as a protection. Like, Spellskite is not useless here. We have scale-ups and reckless charges and stuff. No, any red fetch is fine. Yeah. We just have mountains and stomping grounds. You can even cut 2 stomping grounds if you want for mountains. You don't need 3. You don't need 4 stomping grounds, I don't think. You can run any red fetches. I think you can go up to 8 fetches and 2 stomping grounds if you want. What's up, Senator Jesus? How you doing? Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I think there's a lot of options that are like cheaper options. But no, it's just a red-green deck. Unoptimized red-green deck. That is super cool. Reckless Charge late game is cool. Dovin's Veto. You got it. Oh, yeah, for sure, Spazzy. That deck is really explosive. That's a lot of the same shell, doesn't it? The deck is also relatively cheap, right? It's 7. It's another 7. That's 14 plus the 3 from Reckless Charge plus another prowess trigger is 4. So that will be enough damage. This makes it sure they have the sack attacker. It plays around that. They need to have a Snapcaster to block here. Yeah, Metamorphosis and the Birds are the quote-unquote expensive cards, but they're, like, reasonable. Oh, yeah, for sure. Similar to this strategy, actually. One, two, three, four, 5. You have to get rid of a Reckless Charge, but I think that's okay. They're just going to block this anyway. Then we get to in 6 for 6, but then to 11. Vidility Clique was perfect here. Have I tried the auto chess game? I have. I've tried Underlords. I like it. I haven't played enough where I actually know how the strategies work or anything, so I would need to play it a lot more to figure out the strategies, but I like it. Could I just tap the land? Yep, should have tapped the land. Yep. 100% should have tapped the land. You're correct. Then we'd have another Reckless Charge available. I was thinking that I had to delve. Tired brain strikes again. Actually not the worst thing that this bounced. Wait, we should just have the land so we had 2 Reckless Charges. That would have been good. Because the second Reckless Charge after this would be nice. Although I guess the other Reckless Charge... I mean, we're just going to hit Abbott into Spellskite anyway, so... Blast Stone blasts us up, but... not too well. Should have tapped the land, then we have... oh, well. Every little bit matters with this deck. You have to play super tight to be able to win games. I love the Jace bouncing. If they want to bounce the Abbott, I'm going to let them. Bouncing this Abbott's amazing. Yeah. They're probably going to put this to 2 and then blow these both up. This is where having the second Reckless Charge would be good, right? Maybe get in for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, jeez. Can't beat that card ever. GG's. Yeah, 2, 3. Abbott has been really impressive. Honestly, having 4 wouldn't be bad. I think we definitely could have gotten at least a 3-2. Deck was great. Zane Tired Brain was not. I definitely want to try this again when I have more energy and more brain power. We had a lot of fun today with this deck. We went 2 and 3. We lost the matchups we could have won. And we lost that close match against the Mono White Hate deck. Probably could have won against Blue White again. And the first match was unwinnable, so... changes I would make. Honestly, Abbott felt insane. I would probably add the 16th creature as Abbott. Abbott would be really good. I would probably fix the mana base a little bit. Jace is a good card. I mean, Jace wasn't even that insane. That's like the main changes I would make. Besides that, I was thinking about the trample or first strike cantrip from standard. The 1 mana, give your guys trample, draw a card 1. What's wrong with the mana? It has too many stomping grounds. You can cut 2 stomping grounds and add more fetches. But I guess you can't do that with 17. Like, you don't need 4 stomping grounds in a barely green deck. The only green is Blossoming Defense, Become Immense, and the other ones. Warlord's Fury is the first strike one, right? I'm talking about the trample one. Crash Through. I mean, I was really impressed with Reckless Charge. It was good every single time. The deck impressed me. It had a lot of turn 3 wins. A lot more than I thought it would have. Yeah, Crash Through seems pretty solid. Although it doesn't actually kill your opponent, but it does cantrip, so it can make it so you can actually find lands or whatever. You might be able to play like with it might make up for the fetch land change. I don't know. That's a good question. What is the cut for Crash Through? Like, I think I would honestly just cut 2 stomping grounds for 2 wooded foothills right away. Copperline Gorge is kind of awkward in this deck. Although it saves life, you actually want to have stuff in the graveyard because of Become Immense. So it's kind of awkward to play with Copperline Gorge, but Copperline Gorge is good, so. I don't think TBR is great. Yeah, I think that the red cantrip is definitely a better trample. Are the defenses needed? Yeah, Blossoming Defense is insane. It makes it so that you're able to kill with protection or just like tempo your opponent out and then just like can't interact. Most of the ways that your opponents are going to interact with you are like really mana intensive and you just blow them out the Blossoming Defense. Playing another dude, I think that playing like a 16th Abbot would be a 4th Abbot, 16th creature would be fine. I'm really bad at like deck construction and cutting cards, but I know what cards I would want. I'm not sure what you would cut for those cards, but I know what cards the deck would love to have more of. I don't really know what it would want to have less of, but it definitely wants a 4th Abbot somewhere, and maybe the Trample card. Strobe is like a cool combo card with the 6/4 thing, and we killed a lot with it, so I don't know. Oh, am I playing another game? No, I am not. That is going to be the conclusion of our YouTube video for this league. Thanks so much for tuning in, and check out Mana Traders if you haven't already. Mana Traders is a great way to support the stream and also to have cards on MTGO. You can check out the live stream, which is right here that we did it on. Live stream below in the comments. Twitch.tv/ZedMagic. You can also check me out on Twitter at ZedMagic and on Discord. There's a Discord below in the comments as well, or in the description, whatever. And this is the conclusion of this video. I hope to see you on another video or see you on the live stream sometime. Thanks for watching.